people looked like they were hanging from the rafters. And so I said, my God, this kid must be the real deal. And then I watched the fight, and he got in there. I think he won by rear naked choke. I said, this kid could be a star. What's up, Barnhill family? Welcome back to the channel.
Yo-yo.
So, Nick, we have another hot prospect coming out of Europe. This guy, I had Paddy The Baddy is his name. I had no idea anything about this young man until I heard his name a couple of months ago. A couple of people started saying, hey, Paddy The Baddy, Paddy The Baddy. And I'm like, who the hell is Paddy The Baddy? I like the name, but I have no idea who this is. So I go to Google and I look up Paddy The Baddy. I didn't even spell it correctly. And the first thing that popped up is this goofy-looking kid with this goofy-looking haircut. And I said, I must have typed something wrong. There's no way this is the kid. Turns out I had the right person. So then I go to YouTube and start watching some of his fights. And my God, I've never seen a young prospect command, who's not in the UFC, command such an audience and such a reaction out of the crowd. He comes out with this techno song. I don't even know the name of it. I think you were telling me.
It's Off With Their Head. But you would think it's called like, oh no, it's Heads Will Roll, but you would think it's called Off With Their Head.
Yeah, maybe some of you young kids out there are more familiar.
It's a great song.
Good song. But my God, he had that crowd moving. And when I tell you it was a sold out house, people looked like they were hanging from the rafters. And so I said, my God, this kid must be the real deal. And then I watched the fight, and he got in there. I think he won by rear naked choke. I said, this kid could be a star. He could be the biggest prospect. He was commanding crowds like Conor was before we saw Conor in the UFC. He could be the next big thing out of Europe. I've never seen him fight in the UFC, obviously, because he never has fought in the UFC. But I can tell you what, I will be tuned in when he fights in September.
Absolutely. I've been wanting to do a video about this guy for so long, but ever since he got signed to the UFC, which was a few months ago, we've just been waiting for fight news. We've been waiting for a contract to get signed. He's been posting about it on social media. I was one of those people that as soon as I found out who this Paddy The Baddy was, I found him online. I watched the same intros. I watched whatever fights I could find on his Cage Warriors fights, and I was a fan. I was sold instantly. The techno song, he doesn't walk out, he runs out. He doesn't walk up the stairs, he jumps up the stairs and jumps. He looks like he stole his haircut right off a 1975 rock star from England, head, and he put it right on his. And I love every bit of it. He's got the bangs. When I typed in Paddy The Baddy the first time, I was expecting like a TikTok dancer that was going to twerk or something, because, the kids are calling themselves baddies these days. And, I had no idea what to expect, but all I know is that kid is as marketable as it gets. He's undeniable. And now people, not just in the MMA world, but all over, are starting to be like, we need to see this guy fight. We want to hear that music hit the speakers. We want to see that energetic run to the cage. We want to see the haircut. We don't dress him up one bit. I hope the UFC stylists and whatnot don't try to pretty him up. Leave that haircut exactly how it is. Let this kid be himself. And I think we're going to have a real star. Darren Till was just talking about him, and they're saying, Darren, you need to get back in there and fight soon, because there's a new guy coming out of England and he's about to steal the show. And Darren, he said he's a fan of Paddy. While he's not going to let him take the throne of England's hottest fighter right now, he does understand that he's coming to take some serious stock.
He might not have much of a choice before too long.
I can't wait to see what this kid does in the octagon.
And he's very skilled, and he's got some great submission victories, good ground and pound. When you look at somebody's record and they've got a lot of wins by submission, the first thing you think is, ooh, maybe he's not the most exciting fighter. Maybe we've got like a Ryan Hall type of guy on our hands, but no, not at all. I mean, Paddy The Baddy, he beats you up, he takes you down, and then he taps you out, or he beats you with ground and pound. Very exciting fight style. Very exciting. He's one of those guys. He's exciting in the octagon. He's exciting out of the octagon. And I think he's going to do good things. I really think that, we heard Dana White talk last night in the post-fight press conference, Poirier McGregor, that he is looking to do London. They're trying to get London online by September. I know some things are moving there to get the UK back as open as we are here in Texas. I mean, I would love to see him do his first fight there. I believe that's where they will do it if things don't change COVID-wise. But I think this kid could be something, man. I think he could really be a star. And it's like Dana said about Conor. If this kid can even throw a punch, he's going to be a big star. And I think Paddy has demonstrated he can do more than throw a punch.
Yeah, and Conor McGregor is largely the reason we look at Cage Warriors over in England as such a high-level feeder league to the UFC, because you say, okay, well, Conor McGregor, he's the best over there, but who knows how good those guys actually are. Then he comes and does what he does. So now we know when they say this guy's Cage Warriors champion at the same weight class Conor McGregor was a champion at, you go, okay, this guy's got some talent. He's what, 17-2 or 17-3,
16-3,
yeah, something like that. And he's definitely got some skills. He's carried a belt in a couple of organizations, especially Cage Warriors, and he's got the skills. Let's see him in the big show because he's clearly a star. He's entertaining as all hell, and you know, I feel like it's just one of those things where you have to bring up the it factor, and this is the case in point where people always go, you know, everybody seemed like they wanted to be Conor McGregor. They wanted to dress like him. They wanted to look like, they got the same haircut. They wore the same suit. Well, not the same suit, a cheaper version of the suit. You know, Paddy the Baddy doesn't do that. He comes out dressed how he wants to dress. He's big into soccer, which is huge over there, right? It's football, and you know, he's got the haircut that is a one of a kind type of thing. Yeah, hasn't been seen in 40 years, but is going to be a comeback. You're going to see kids all over England and Scotland with
the Baddy cut.
Yeah, with the Baddy bangs and something down the side. Maybe even dyed blonde.
The Baddy bangs.
The Baddy bangs. I hope Paddy the Baddy, you see this one day and you trademark the Baddy bangs. You deserve bangs. It. And you know, I see him being a real star in the UFC. I honestly think that if you can prove yourself to be a 16-3 fighter over in Cage Warriors, hold the same belt Conor McGregor held, and then come over with this much fire and this much steam before you've even had a UFC fight, you've got a very promising career in the UFC.
Yeah, and I think those losses, I don't know his record in depth, but I believe those losses happened a couple of years ago, and I think he took some time because he's only 26 years old. I think it was like 23, 24, and then he took a couple of years off, or a year and a half, and has come back and looked very good in 2 wins, and now he's going to be making his way into the UFC. But I got to tell you, there's been few people that have been outside of the UFC that got signed that I've been this excited about. But Paddy the Baddy, I think, tops the list, certainly for 2021 for me.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I'm super into it. And they just announced a fight. Forgive me for not knowing the opponent's name, but it's coming up very soon. We will absolutely be doing another video on Paddy the Baddy. We'll do an early prediction, a fight week prediction, and I can't wait to see what he does. But all I know is until then, off with their heads.
That's right. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We know a lot of you guys that are viewers of this show are from the UK, so let us know if you have any cool stories or info on Paddy the Baddy. We would love to hear them, and let us know what you think about where he's going and the potentially great career he's going to have inside the UFC, and we obviously will cover his first fight that's coming up here very soon. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed, a like, comment, and subscribe is always appreciated. And if you listen to audio podcasts, check us out there because we are there as well. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Peace.